So we will move on to Atomy business. So we will invite two leaders for Pop Fun Atomy. First of all, at Ored Hall, we will invite Sharma's Master Choi Eun-kyung. Hello everyone. I started this business in Jeton, but I am doing this global business right now. I am Sharma's Master Choi Eun-kyung. When I was in 20s, I went to Guam as a travel, and I loved the emerald ocean and the beach, and I moved to Guam and I started running Korean seafood restaurant, and I also got permanent residency in the United States. And 10 years later, I got to look back to my life, and I started doubting that can I really live a very wonderful single life and stable life. And my husband came to my restaurant and he said he will do everything for me. And he made the propose for a marriage. Because I spent a lot of time on Guam, so my dream is to live in a big city and do everything that I couldn't do so far. So, however, we started our marriage life in Jecheon, and I believe this is a very small town in Korea, not a city. It has a lot of trees, which is same with Guam, and many things are very different from what I imagined. In Jecheon, I ran a yoga studio. My income was not stable for different seasons, so I have to be worried about my income every month. And I got to think that this way my retirement years will not be very happy. So I got to think that I should build a very stable income system. I am over 40. I was over 40 years old when I got a first child, and that made me more nervous about the future. And my dream used to be living in the city, but I forgot this city, and I had to be very satisfied with living in Jecheon, a small county in Korea. But one day, something happened that changed my life. And my friends gave me as a gift Atomy skincare system, the Flame, and I gave it a try. And I got to become very curious about the cosmetics because at the time I had a very dry skin, and I even feel it was hurt, and I got a lot of that skin around my mouth. And I couldn't really resolve this problem with any product, but within only 1 week after using the Flame, it changed everything. My that skin was gone, and my skin was moisturized, and I want to know the price, and I imagined like it would be very expensive, but I was so surprised to know the price. It was too cheap. It was hard to believe, and the PV was too high. So I became even more curious. And I still work for a cosmetics company. Those functional products, cosmetics, had high prices. So I believe that the better the cosmetics are, the higher the prices. But it was not true for the fame. So I tried and bought all the other products by myself, and it made me very shocking. The price is really cheap, and the quality is very touching and very high. I don't really buy any product without any research. I consider price, ingredients, and organic, pro-nature ingredients. But Atomy products satisfied me. And when I started this business, I just did it by myself. I signed up for this system, and because I was living in Jecheon, so I didn't really work on the system. I just focused on the points. Of course, I had some partners, but the team's atmosphere was not really good. And 2 years and 8 months later, I got to have about $2 to $3K.
One day, I thought, how could I be successful in Atomy? I recall what my sponsor said. So that is all about the system. I need to be involved in the system. That's how I got to attend Success Academy. I attended Success Academy with my husband and my child. I need to take care of my child, taking turn with my husband, and I was so motivated by a speech of a successful person. In order to be successful, you need to attend Success Academy for 12 times at least. So I believe that only participation will guarantee the success, and I will do. So for the 3 consecutive months, our family members attended the Success Academy. On my third visit to the Success Academy, I totally understood the Atomy business, and I thought that I need to focus on the Atomy business. Once I chose Atomy, my mindset changed, and I started to plug in my desire to the system. That was my determination. I said to my family members that I will be successful in Atomy, and I put priority on Atomy business. Since then, I attended every seminar hosted by the HQ, and this is my 111th visit to Success Academy. With a system, I started to lead my team once again. Every Monday, I attended a line meeting of my sponsor living in Seoul. I attended the sponsor meeting with all of my partners in Jecheon for 5 years. On Sunday, I attended Jonglo Center seminar, and I also attended line meeting, and I'm now fully plugged in all of the systems. In the beginning, I only thought about my success, but the system changed my thought. I took Chairman Park's lecture, and I listened a lot of lectures of the success people, and I found out that in Atomy, I need to make the group successful. So from that, regardless of the line, I started to support all of my partners, and every day I delivered the vision and the product to the global members, and it was successful. Since then, I am deeply rooted in the Atomy, and I understand the true value of Atomy, and now I am becoming the leader that is really helping the partners' success. I really didn't want to live in Jecheon, and I now travel abroad to the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and Spain. With my son, I introduced Atomy and delivered Atomy product, and I made a lot of achievement in Thailand and Atomy. Now, one of my partners, I needed to meet a lot of partners through the COVID-19 online. one of my partner used Absolute product and gave the product to her Spanish friends, and they said that the product is really great and why don't we do the business with this product? And one partner attended a company introduction seminar and she found the Atomy vision. I had a online meeting via Zoom and FaceTalk every day. And one of my partner also visited one-day seminar in the UK and one-day seminar in Spain, Madrid, and became the sales master and also applied for opening a center. In order to celebrate the promotion, I attended the Success Academy in Germany. My partner did a promotional speech and I did the marketing plan presentation on the global stage. That was my first time and it was really, really honored. One of my bucket list is to become an Atomy education lecturer, and my dreams came true on that day. As I mentioned earlier, I will live in in a fancy city out of Chechen City. Thanks to Atomy, I travel to Seoul every day and I travel all of the nation in Korea, and I'm now traveling abroad in order to do the Atomy business. And I am utilizing Atomy Azamol as my tool, as my perfect tool for business, because all of the purchase points, is directly connected to the Atomy Mall, so I could get it as a PV. It was really great. If the product in Azamol are cheaper than it is in the Naver shopping mall, so I made 1.5 million points a day. Also, in one event in Aza Mall, I got a massage chair worthy of 4.2 million Korean won. I introduce Azamol and I connect that with my membership. So Azamol is a great tool for me. People want to be an Atomy member in order to be the member of the Atomy Azamol. People like to do the part-time business in Atomy, and I would like to recommend them as a platform business. My nephew used to work at the public office, and she also had an experience in making over 10 million Korean won of sales a month, and I introduced Atomy to my nephew. And my nephew attended one part-timer seminar in Yangjae since 8 years of her accession to Atomy. She's now a sales master and she will challenging to be the next mastership this month. Since she's better than me, her business speed is faster than I did. She also introduced Atomy to a doctor in Tajikistan so that she has a business member in Korea and in global branches as well. Do you know Maitsu? A really famous, popular snack. My nephew and the nephew couple also changed the marks, and I thought that eventually Atomy had new crazy person, because my nephew decided to do Atomy business after 8 years. I could remember what Chairman Park mentioned before. The new generation will be different from us. They will say simple and they will do like popcorn. So they will popping up like a popcorn and the fast one will dominate the late one. So as he mentioned, we need to start Atomy. We need to say, do you know Atomy? I started as a part-time job. Atomy products are really cheap and good. Please, why don't you be a member of Atomy? Like this. She's really good at it, so she's really confident in it. So the people she met are also really willing to be the member of Atomy. It is really touching. I had a lot of challenges, but I am seeing the fruitful results of my challenging, so I'm very happy these days. My nephew partner said, sponsor. Thank you very much to do the Atomy until now. Thank you very much. When she said that, I feel so touched, and I feel proud of myself. Thanks to the system, I had no choice but to be successful, and it has become the reality. I will help all of the business members and my partners. I will do my best to help their success. Vivid dream is realization. Let's vividly dream in Atomy and let's enjoy our business. Let's do the pop-up business, pop-fun business in Atomy. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Please give her another big round of applause. Next, before we move on to the next, let me give you one more notice. Chairman Park mentioned that we need to meet 100 people a day. That is 100만 가 project. This project will start from September 3rd. So we're going to do the Good Morning Atomy in the morning, and in the afternoon you need to go to the street and you need to meet 100 people on the street. All of the leaders, including the employees of Atomy, will also join this project. Chairman Park will also visit one of the 1,500 centers in Korea. I would like to ask for your active attention to the 100만 가 project. And let me move on to the next. The next Pop Fun Atomy presentation will be done by Kim Seol-hwan, Star Master. Please welcome her with a big round of applause. Hello. I am the queen of products. I'm Star Master Kim Seol-hwan, doing Atomy business with choice. Wow, we're with so many people here. Do you like luxurious bags? I really love fancy bags. Whenever I go out, I always carry a luxurious bag. Do you want to see it? Yes, this is my bag filled with Atomy, luxurious Atomy products. Carrying this bag, I go wherever customers are. So I deliver this product and I introduce what I experience in Atomy. I would like to tell you a few things today to you. I was a housewife for 10 years and a real estate agent for 10 years and was able to make much money. And for another 10 years, I ran a shoes shop at a department store and earned even much money. There were a lot of customers at a huge shop and my sister came to me. She started the Atomy business and I was the very first one she met to make a member. But back then, I had a lot of cases of failure of the network marketing. So at that time, I was worried about my sister. So anyway, but she's my sister. So I registered as a member, but I pinpointed her. There are a lot of things to do in this world, but why do you need to do that network marketing? I was the worstest anti-fan of her, but my sister stick to that because I was living a busy life, so I need to work at my shoe shop. And one day, my husband said that we can't do it forever, so we need to stop doing it and we need to find a new job until we get order. My husband kept telling that because I already knew that at the department store, elderly people could not work longer. So, but I try to work there for 2 more years, but my husband was right. We closed that shoe shop and we started to find a new work. The job we want to have is that with no age limitation, and that doesn't with no investment money, and but we can make over 10 million Korean won a month. But there was nothing like that. We couldn't even make 10 won a month, and it was really miserable. I cried in the car and I came back to home, and I even had no conversation with my husband. I think without our kids, we might get divorced. Back then, it was really miserable. One day, I went to Bucheon with my husband, and I called my sister, and she said, "Please visit the center and have a cup of coffee," because I've been against her for the 3 years. We didn't meet a lot, but out of the sudden, I met my sister on the center, and on that day, I realized and I saw the system income of my sister created for the past 3 years. She made 10 million won a month every a month, and I saw the result of my sister's work through her bank accounts. I asked, "Did you make it? Did you make it with Atomy? Is it real?" And I just grasped, "I will start Atomy." And my sister said, "Okay, do it by yourself. I can't really help you." Because I think that my sister has some bad feeling about what I did in the past. From that day, I started to watch YouTube videos about Atomy business. I watched over 100 clips of Atomy, and the most impressive one was Imperial Master Promotion video. They said that we could have 1 billion Korean won as a promotion cash. So I decided to start Atomy. And in imagination, I already got the 1 billion Korean won. And in my imagination, I built the building again and again. And my sister also invited me to a Success Academy. And she said, "You need to come with your husband together." Actually, my husband had a job back then. So I thought my husband doesn't like it, but my husband said, "Wow, my sister-in-law said that? When is that? I need to go there because my sister-in-law is making 10 million Korean won a month." In the Success Academy, Chairman Park said, "If we sell good product at affordable price, we might have the consumers." And I totally agree and I totally understand what Chairman Park said. When I worked at the department store, when we sell a product worthy of 300,000 Korean won, at 250,000 won, people just came and make a line. So I started the anime business with my husband, and I realized that this is how my sister became successful with this great products, we can't help but to be successful. And our family members all have the smile lines and the droopy skins. But since I worked at the department stores, I took care of my skins a lot. I always use a lot of masks pack, egg packs like cucumber pack and collagen pack, and also did a lot of skincares of including the one from company S worthy of 450,000 won. But back then, I used Absolute Cell Active Skincare 6 set for 2 weeks, and I found that my skin condition got better and my skin got firmer and I got less droopy skin. I didn't believe it at first. So I thought that, oh, did I use different products? And I tried to test it. So I stopped using different product and I just used the Absolute Skincare. And I felt that I could feel that my skin's getting better and better. So at that moment, I changed all of the cosmetic product into the Atomy ones. Because like other companies' cosmetics were not really effective, so I don't really spend time to using that product. And then I sent the cosmetic product to one of my acquaintances, and they said that the product is really good and what kind of product do you really use? So that one started to find what Atomy business is, and voluntarily they started to do Atomy business, and because they just realized the global one marking system of Atomy, because they did some global work, so I think they realized the value of Atomy faster than the other people, and with him as my partner, I could be connected to the members in China, Japan, Thailand, and that partner became Sharon Roastmaster. It is amazing. Atomy cosmetic products are amazing. And there's one more product impressed me. That is the multi-purpose household detergent. Whenever I clean my washroom, I use chlorine bleach, and it was really the smells of chlorine bleach made me dizzy. I thought, what if housewife got sick because of chlorine bleach they use when they clean the washroom? And one time I used that the multiple purpose household detergent when I clean my washroom. The smells were great. It was like a lemon flavor, a lemon smell, lemon scents, and it finishes with jasmine scents. And it was also really convenient and easy to use. It's like a new washroom, and it makes my cleaning easier. And one day, my daughter, who've never done the washroom cleaning, started to do it by herself because of that product. So whenever I visit my consumer's house, I go with the multi-purpose household detergents, and I show them how good it is. Using the aged toothbrush, I brush it, and then after I wash it off, and it is really amazing. When I give it as a sample, they could experience it, and I tell them if you really like it, you could change the product.
So I am confident to say that I am doing and growing this business with detergents. I love Atomy's detergents for laundry, for multi-purpose, and for dishwashing. And with these good quality products, many consumers they buy them again and again, and they also move to Hemohim Absolute and many other health functional food. And I am really happy with this business, introducing many good products to my consumers. And I have two things that I'm very confident to say that I did a good job. First of all, I every day I went to Ilsan from Cheongju every day. Products are really good, but I was so nervous because I don't really have a good network and I am not very courageous. So I called my sister. I have not nowhere to go. You should do something for me. And she smiled and she said, if you have not nowhere to go, then you can come to my center in Elstan. And I said, it's too far away from here. It's too far away from here. And I said, I tell my husband, he said, you have nowhere to go and you can give it a try and see uh, what's happening. So I decided to go to the center. So from that day, 3 days every week, I visited Ilsan Center from Cheongju every day from very early morning. So it was more than 300 kilometers to come and to go and come back. So I listened to a lot of lectures presented by a lot of successful people, and from Ito Imperial Master, I could learn how to meet my consumers. And I could imagine myself I am a Kim Hyun-suk Imperial Master after listening to her lecture, and it was really enjoyable. And I listened to the lectures at center, and I could get into the system. Naturally, if I didn't really get into the system that time, I would have forgiven. I would have given up. And the second thing that I did a really good job is that I worked really hard, even harder during the pandemic. At the time, the only places that we can visit is the restaurant and markets, traditional markets. So we have to wear the facial mask, and I have to use the. You have to wash the hands, right? Hand sanitizers. Because I was afraid of having no money to spend more than the COVID-19, so I visited those traditional markets to meet a lot of consumers. And one day, my son decided to visit the Japan, come back to Korea from Japan, and that means I cannot go outside for 2 weeks, right? So I packed up and went out outside the home. So for the 2 weeks, I met a lot of consumers. So I continuously introduced Atomy to many people, and I became very confident about my life. Now, it's not the game of a job, it's not the game of money, and I can be indeed cherish my life. And I always tell my children, you should find something that you want to do. Money, I will earn for you. My dream is to become a rental business leader. So far, I earned a lot of money, but I couldn't really realize that dream. Why? I didn't really spend a lot of money, and I realized why after meeting Atomy. I didn't really set the specific goals that time, and I believe that everyone right here came here to become very successful, but you should have a very specific dream. And I want you to set up a very specific dreams and not very prepared. If you're not really prepared for your future, the labor income itself is not very sustainable. You should create a passive income system, and I also hope that you can fully utilize this time to understand Atomy business and grow your business and build up a very happy future with your loved ones. Thank you. Thank you for the two presenters for the pop and Atomy.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.